If something happens, I can like escape out the window, maybe. Even if things seem heavy for you, like you're pushing a boulder up a hill sometimes, try to do a very small thing that signifies the stewardship that you really, really want to do. When burnout tries to consume you, remember that even one small act of gratitude can signify the light in your spirit, the steward that God called you to be. Trying to save money has led our life to be pretty standard every day. I think we will be going on a date next week where we will spend a little bit more money than usual. So I'm kind of excited. I will update you later if we actually go and do that. But yeah, that's why my vlogs are just kind of basic. I have a life that's blessedly basic, I like to say. And I like to watch other girls' vlogs who are like mine. I enjoy doing dishes with them, or doing laundry, or doing my skincare, or cooking. Just really enjoy seeing someone else keep going, doing all the things like I do. And I also like to see them resting too, so it inspires me to like take a break and maybe edit a vlog sitting still once in a while like I'm doing now. The more I see other girls kind of going through life doing things that I do and then slowly adding different things or just micro doing other things, it really inspires me to try and step up my own game, even if slowly. I got this a few weeks ago and I just wanted to come try it on. I had it on a few weeks ago, but I ended up not really liking it at the time, but I'm gonna try again and we'll see. But yeah, it says olive and oak. I really like to have clothing for home that is like cute and comfortable at the same time. So this dress was like something I was like jumping at when I saw it hanging on the rack, and yeah, let's try it on. Yeah, I have to hold the mic like this because my phone doesn't work, but I think the dress is nice. I like the texture a lot. Like this ribbed is one of my favorite textures. Just the ribbing makes it so comfy and cozy. I really like the sleeves. They're very like flexible. They're not like, yeah, one thing that I don't like about this is a slit at the bottom, and it's like, this is not a good spot. I think it should be more, let me see. Yeah, maybe I'm just wearing it wrong. Yeah, I would probably only recommend just for a house dress. Definitely not gonna wear this outside unless I style it, you know. But at home, I just wear it just like this. So welcome back to this week's vlog. Hope that you are staying warm. It's very cold here. We are getting into the negatives, the zeros, and it is freezing. So we've got the heat on here and it's really not doing anything. So sweater dress it is. This month I realized that I am my iPhone and my iPhone is me. my phone has been telling me for months on end that it's just too full, it's at capacity, it can't do anything. It can't even update itself because there's literally not enough space. And I have a project that I need to do, and I'm like, well, I can't do my project because there's no space. And then I realized that's the same thing that happens to me in my personal self. Like, I feel that I'm just at capacity, even if I literally don't do anything, which is crazy. I feel like I've been having the same symptoms that my iPhone is having. I've been going very slow. My brain is constantly fogged. I can't see as well anymore, but lack of vision runs in my family, so I'm trying not to be scared about that. But yeah, I've just been like feeling like I'm breaking down. Like, I've been really like, my everything just feels dysregulated, and it made me feel like, wow, like the glitching, the slowing down, the not being able to continue on doing basic things is what my phone is doing, because it's just so full, and it's just like a metaphor of everything that I've been experiencing in my life. And it's crazy because like my life is like very good, yet I'm still feeling at capacity and kind of overwhelmed. And one girl that I watched, she was talking about the same feeling, the same symptoms that I have, just the burnout, the overwhelm, the not being able to even do like basic things. And I just realized when she was talking that no matter what life stage you're in, there will never be enough time to do what needs to be done to like take care of your body and actually meaningfully do the things that we need to do. And it really scares me, actually, that realization. So for my phone, it's a little bit easier to manage because like I just was like, all right, I have a project to do, I have to find space. And so I laid down and I was gonna go to bed, but I couldn't sleep, so I just started like researching ways to like minimize space on my phone. And I did find a couple of good ways to make things smaller files, putting things in different spots. I did go through and delete some things, and I saw that there were things from 2018, like my literally first time on YouTube. I saw like end screens and intros and all that, and I'm like, why is this in my phone? But it just reminds me of myself. Like, I have to do the same thing. But the problem is, like, there's not much in my own personal life that I can just delete, you know? So my phone is basically at 55 GB out of 60. And I'm also at the very same. I have like no GB left in me. And every little thing feels like a very big struggle for me to do. And I don't really know why. So I've decided to go meet with a psychiatrist here in February and see if they can talk with me about if there's really something going on in here. Because out here, you would think that I'm like really calm and like everything's fine. Because like I just go to work and I come home and I crash out, you know. I burn out doing the basics, and I'm not really sure why, because I know there are people who can work like 3 jobs and they're fine. They can cook, clean, self-care, take care of family, all these things, and they're fine. But me, just waking up stresses me out. But yeah, this whole entire experience, realizing that I am my iPhone and my iPhone is me, just is like, why does it take a fight to like do the things that are so important in life, like self-care, being with friends, being with family, breathing outside, exercise? Why is that an aspirational lifestyle? It should be normal. Like, why? Like, imagine in America where every American just naturally takes like 3 hours per day just to do all of those things, and that's normal. It's not shocking. It's not a fight to do it. It's just expected. Like, I just wish that that's how it was. And I know it's not heaven, but it just feels like even the girls that I'm seeing who are entrepreneurs are still having to fight for their own like enjoyment. They can still work and have freedom and be entrepreneurs, but they also get really burnt out too. And I'm like, wow, if I'm burnt out now, I'm definitely going to be burnt out when I'm an entrepreneur. So I can't like wait. I have to figure something out. And going to see the psychiatrist is one of the things that I'm going to do to see if there's like a literal problem preventing me from figuring that out, or if it's just like society. And I'm sure it's a mix of both. But yeah, I just wish that it was normal to just work less and enjoy life more. But that's heaven almost. So obviously it's not going to be like that here. But yeah, So there's nothing special about this vlog. I'm just living and hope you are still living too. This is just kind of like a homebody vlog because it's ice cold outside, and yeah, I'm just here. I'm about to start editing some of this video for a project that I'm doing, but yeah, working 9 to 5 has been such a blessing in my life. It has afforded me this home with my husband and the ability to have a car that gets me back and forth through the snow, even if it's a little scary. I can afford clothing and shoes and water, and you know, it's just nice to be able to pay for the things that I need, especially when I know that there's people who don't have the ability to work or even afford a home. So yeah, the little story time that happened to me, I think 2 nights ago. I just finished my night things and I went to lay down in the bed early, thank God, and I started watching a YouTube video. You know, the lights were off in the house, the curtains, the blinds were shut, it was very dark and cold. My door was open, and I think the lamp here was on. And I was just watching a video casually when I heard this, and I was like, I paused my video immediately and I said, I didn't say anything actually because I was frozen. And I just listened for a few minutes and I kept hearing like a couple of shuffling after I heard that big noise, and I could not guess what it was because my YouTube video was muffling up the sound of whatever happened. So I was in panicking mode, like my heart was like burning. And then I was frozen for like 3 minutes, and then I heard something else, and then I froze again, and then I heard something else. So I just kept hearing things and kept freezing, and eventually I got the bravery to like move and open ChatGPT and said like, chat, like I'm afraid somebody's in my house. I really thought somebody had came in and like slammed the front door, and like they were standing there frozen as well because I had my YouTube video and they could hear me. That's what my mind was thinking. And so I was like, oh no, chat, what do I do? Like, and chat explained to me, like, look, can you close the door? Can you try to, like, lock your room door or something? And I was like, no, chat, I can't lock my door. I'm in the bed frozen. I don't want to move. What if they hear me? And it's like, okay, chat's like, okay, just don't do it. Just try to call 911 or something. And I didn't want to call 911 because I've never done that before for something like this. And I was like, what if it's nothing, But then I kept hearing stuff. And I was like, oh no. Every time I heard something loud, I was like, nah, man. And so I eventually got up, slowly, very slowly, staring at the door, staring at the window, like, okay, if something happens, I can, like, escape out the window, maybe, because it's locked. So I eventually crept out of bed slowly locked my room door, laid down very quietly, and then I was gonna call 911, but then I changed my mind, but then my finger accidentally called 911, and so I was like, all right, because I keep hearing stuff, I don't know what it is. Husband is gone, like, miles away at work. It's dark. I don't want to bother him. It's finally a busy day for him. I can't bother him. And I was whispering to them, like, hey, like, I think somebody's in my house. Like, I'm in my room. They're asking me my address, and I was trying to whisper, and my microphone sucks on my phone, so I don't think they heard me well. But eventually we worked it out. They sent some police here. And then the police kind of, like, went around the house. They knocked on the door. And the woman on the phone's like, why don't you just go up and go to the door? But I was like, I don't want to do that if somebody's in my house. But I went to the door and the police came and, like, they looked around the house and everything and they were fine. Nothing was wrong. I was so shaken after the police came and, like, talked to me and, like, looked around the house. And then they confirmed nothing was wrong. They said, no, you didn't waste our time. It's fine. It was, like, 3 tall men. And then, I went to the bed and I was like, oh my gosh, chat, what do I do? Like, I'm so nervous. And I ended up just calling my husband and explaining what happened. And he came home very soon and, like, looked around the house as well and, gave me a hug and tried to, like, calm me down. And then we went out to the store so that I could, like, not be panicking and cold. And it was just so dramatic. So that's the story time. Like, when I got up in the morning, I looked and I saw that my backpack had fallen over and my glasses had fallen out of my backpack. And I was like, are you kidding me? Is this what the sound was? It sounded like my backpack fell off of the ceiling, if that's the case, because the sound was so loud. But, like, why did I keep hearing moving stuff after that? So, yeah, but I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't get a bill. But yeah, that's the story time.